Hello, it's PoliteHound here. Um, well, it's so dark because it's late tonight. It's 20 minutes past 10 p.m. Yeah, I got only one light here on my laptop, and yeah, this zzz you can hear is the font of my notebook, which is a bit noisy, but you know, it's no matter. Well, I'm here for speaking about the economy and the economic moment we're passing through, and why else going economy is going bad. And depends on which country you're from. US, the moment we're passing through one, if not the one of the most financial crises in their history. But what we can say the same in Italy. For example, things are going bad, but not worse than usual. We suffer of very low GDP growth, an increasing inflation, together with all the Eurozone this year, and low wages, which is a particular problem of Italy. But our financial world, banks, insurance companies, and so on, our financial world will say in some way protected from this new tsunami coming from the US. In fact, for example, in Italy, nobody will distribute your loan or give any financial support if you don't give him all the possible assurances, such as mortgage on a house if you're buying a house, or I don't know, pay sheets. It does need to have a continuous income of money and can bear all the loans installments. And so probably our banking and company of insurance are basically so prudent that simply can't go bankrupt because they have an enormous amount of money, buildings and paintings and anything else. But anyway, we can further crisis because our exports of luxury are suffering from this unexpected lack of money, especially from US, and tourism does too. And so combining it with the recent weakness of US dollar with euro, the result is not encouraging though. But anyway, we're selling to Russians now. So there's always somebody ready to buy everything, I don't know, clothes or wines or whatever else. Anyway, this crisis really shows how the creative finance went out of control, of any control, even of its owners. So Lehman Brothers bankruptcy, Wemu nationalization, or Bear Stearns closing, or in Europe, Northern Rock bankruptcy, in UK, and anything else are the results of last year's extreme deregulation in US, but also in Europe and in Asia and everywhere. But from my little point of view, I can judge the new Marshall Plan of $700 billion because I don't know how much it could weigh on American shoulders. Yeah, but I think a plan like this wouldn't be possible, for example, in Italy, because of our spreading national debt, which is now something like 106% of the GDP, and which is more or less 1,500 billion euros in total. It increases year by year of a little amount, but it always goes on. Anyway, in the end, the last 50 years brought a previously unseen wildness in the so-called West world. But on the other hand, There brought famine and poverty in almost all the rest of the world. So no one, in my opinion, no one can accept the idea of a child or a man starving or dying because he can't reach any health service or anything else. But our system, our economic system, runs on these disparities. So all we have to do is to decide whether we want to continue this lifestyle, to continue living in this system, or we want to regain a minimal dignity in ethics, because ethics is what our system lacks at the moment, in my opinion. But at the moment, so we have to regain ethics in trade, in production, and also in consumption of goods, in natural reserve and everything else. So we have to regain an ethics of living, maybe. But anyway, I think that we must, if we are not willing, we have to because we are talking about our future, our planet's future, our children's future, and so on. We must change our lifestyle and our mind, which is more important. Yeah, we cannot continue exploiting people and the earth without thinking about the future, the very next future, so next few years. It seems like we're running towards the precipice, being conscious of it, but not only without worrying, but also laughing. And this is incredible. But anyway, tomorrow, or at least on Tuesday afternoon, probably, or evening, I'm signing for a permanent contract to work. So I have a pretty stable money income, which will allow me to cover all university and personal needs for, I don't know, the next month at least, but probably next years. And I recognize I'm lucky in this case. I know it, but can it sometimes happen also to me? Huh? And this time it happened. So anyway, that's all. That's everything. See you.